Hey everybody, logging in again. We're doing episode 2 of my sports talk. Don't have a name for it yet. Was thinking go with On the Couch Sports. It's funny. So my guest today is one of my favorites. The dude's so Philly. His name's Jerome Conquest. He's a hardworking fighter. He balances a full-time job and also boxing as a professional as well. So we're going to learn more about that, how he got into boxing. We're going to learn about what he does in the community. He's a fantastic human being. He's always in the community, just doing everything well with the kids and all. Let me see if he's... Looks like he's jumping on. I'm sorry, he's viewing. So I'm going to give him time to wait to join in, and we'll get started from there. We're going to get started around 12. All right, looks like he's joining on, so let's see. We're just waiting for connection. Hey, Rome, what's up?
What's up with you?
What's going on?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah. How's that work going with all this chaos at the moment? Is everything good?
Yeah, everything's good.
Everything's good? Cool. All right, so it's going to be like the same questions kind of what you saw from Stephen Fulton and Shinard Bunch, but I'm also going to focus too on what you do outside the ring also, because it's something that needs to be voiced out and shown for other people. So like a lot of my followers, some are boxing fans, some like other sports, and some are like business people. So I think it'd be great for them to hear like your story and all too.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Yeah, whatever you want.
All right, cool. So like I was saying earlier when I went on, so you're like me, how you're so Philly and you wear your city on your sleeve. So just let everybody know what part of Philly you're from and all, because I know you went to Mansion and all, because I see you a lot of times wear like the Mansion jerseys and the DJ New Bill overseas jersey and all.
Right. Now, man, I was born and raised in the Strawberry Mansion section.
Okay.
30th and 100. I have family at 32nd and 100. And like you said, I'm just North Philly.
Okay. What age did you start boxing at? Were you a late bloomer, or did you start at a young age?
I started when I was younger, but I ain't never taken it seriously. I ain't started taking boxing seriously until I was like 20, 22, 23.
Oh, wow.
Because I was always playing football and basketball.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Cool. What made you want to switch to that? Like, was it just like a certain point that you reached, or did you just find that you wanted to do that?
Well, one of my friends, Tion Kennedy, he got me back into it. He was looking for somebody to help keep him motivated and somebody to train with on a regular basis. So he came to me one day and was like, "Yo, you should start training." And I was like, "Man, I ain't worrying about boxing, but me taking on new things and the competitive spirit that I have, I just up and did it just because."
Okay.
And my first day in the gym, he introduced me to Wade and Randy, and Wade and Randy asked me, they was like, "Are you doing this to get in shape, or you doing this to fight?" I said, "Oh, I'm just doing this to help my friend out and get in shape." And they was like, "Well, we can't train you."
Oh,
So
wow.
I came back the next day with a different attitude. I told
different
them
attitude.
I want to fight, and they've been
wow.
training me since. And I've been with Wade and Randy for like the past 8 years now.
Wow. Okay. So there wasn't no amateur background. You just went right in the pro?
No. For what? 2 years I did amateur fights. I had 14, 16 amateur fights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was it. And I won the novice Golden Gloves.
Okay.
And after that, I jumped into the Golden Gloves again. Then I got robbed in the finals, and then after that, we just turned over pro after that.
Oh, okay. So it was after that fight you actually decided to go pro then, right?
Well, I let my trainers make the decisions.
You met the trainers.
My trainers told me when I was ready. I ain't tell them when I was ready.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so jumping in, so your first pro debut fight was on April 9, 2016. You actually didn't have easy opponent. Like Sydney is actually a pretty
I
good
know.
fighter,
But
and
Kyle, he was coming off of winning the Golden Gloves in New York.
right, yeah,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
listen, we do our homework on everybody who we fight, man. We
love
just
it.
don't take fights. We just don't take fights. We do our homework.
Right,
We
yeah, no,
not
because
just a
he certainly
frog
wasn't a
and we
pushover.
go
Yeah,
down.
no.
Yeah. Now that's the thing. Like if you look at anybody on my resume as a pro, it wasn't a walk in the park.
Right, yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, because like I first saw Sydney fight on the Pelts card when he beat Selly. So that was my first time seeing him. So when I was going through your resume, because like I saw it before, but Sydney's name didn't hit me until we were about to do the interview. I was like, oh shit, I saw him fight against Selly. Yeah, I mean he certainly wasn't a pushover for your first fight. Now, did you have nerves going into your first fight? Like, were you nervous, or was it all straight business and you were ready to get in there?
I was nervous, man, because like I didn't have that. I didn't have a long extended amateur pedigree like a lot of other people.
Right.
So and I had a lot of doubters. Everybody was saying that I was
Right.
too old. I was a follower. I shouldn't have been doing it. But I like to take on challenges, and I love to prove people wrong. And so far in my career, I have fought for an intern world title. I have a regional title, and I have an international title. I have done more within 14, 15 fights than what a lot of people have done in their career, and they've been boxing their whole life.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. No, your resume is great, and plus, like, I love your attitude that you're ready to get in there with like the best of them and just fight if it's called, even if it's on like a 9 or 10 day notice. You're just ready to go and get in there.
Well, my last fight that was on like what a 9 to 10 day notice.
Right. Yeah. Against Danny.
Title
It was. Yeah.
against what Daniel Gonzalez. And he got a freebie that night.
Yes, he did. Yeah, no, I was actually gonna piggyback off that too because so for anyone who doesn't know, Rome's record is 10-5 with one knockout. So he's not the knockout artist, but a lot of boxers are kind of like Rome, where they use their skills, their offense and defense, where they know where to get their points and all, and to exceed in their skill. So I actually wanted to ask you. So even though you're not a knockout artist and you really go like offensive and defensively, and you like to fight in the middle of the ring if that is possible, instead of just walking them down and all. So what?
Make it possible to fight in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had to. Got to use the skills
got it.
I have. I'm only 5'6", 5'7", and I have a wingspan of somebody that's 6'3", 6'4".
Right.
So keep you in the middle of the ring.
Right, yeah, of course. So what type of mindset do you go in? Because like I know, like, and as everyone sees, you never want to leave it in the judge's hands. So you want to do the full 110% in the ring and show them that you're the better person. So what type of mindset do you have just going in? Like, do you try to go to the body more? Do you just try to hit and try to get more like defensive by blocking their punches and all?
Whatever it is, what my coaches have drawn up for a game plan, that's what we go by.
Okay.
If we want to walk them down, we'll walk them down. If we want to box them, we'll box them. And
Okay.
sometimes we'll do a little bit of both. I proved that my last two fights against Trader and against a bigger Daniel Gonzalez. Daniel Gonzalez was naturally bigger and stronger, and I went to him in the later rounds.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. I saw that too. I was actually watching it last night. It should have been you. Yeah, that was crazy. But you know what? It's just crazy. Like I give you a lot of credit going into New York, fighting him on his card, him being a main event for like the third or fourth time there. But I mean, yeah, it just sucks at times with like the judges and all too. But yeah, I feel like that you won, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. So I also like to ask this question too, because people go through a lot of ups and downs. So your second pro fight was your first loss against Peter Apostle. So how did you handle it? Because like since I've known you since last year, you're a very positive person. So I just wanted to know how you handled that. Like, were you like, shit, I'm about to hang it up, or did you just take a couple days and move on? Like, what were your feelings on that?
Hit on the chin, and I was in the gym the next day.
Were you? Okay, that's awesome. All right, let me see what I
But
got.
Peter Apostle had a long, extended amateur career. He had almost 300 to 400 fights,
Oh yeah.
and he stays in training camp with Sergey Kovalev.
Oh, does he really? Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, like I said, we do our homework on
Do
everybody.
your homework on everybody. All right, and then I also have a few more for you too, but I also wanted to ask this, just to stick to boxing. So what's your future? So after like the coronavirus clears up, hopefully it's soon. I'm not sure. So I see that your next fight's going to be at Park Casino, May 15th. But what are your other plans that you have? Like, are you going to try to fight in Philly more, or is it wherever you're called to fight?
Man, my thing is wherever they call, and if the price is right and the fight makes sense, I'm there.
Love it. All right. Um, and then also we asked Steven and Chenard yesterday. They also had really great answers about the nutrition and like making weight and all. Are you also like them where you can eat wherever you want and you don't have to cut certain foods out, but as long as you work out, or do you gotta?
I'm not like them because they still young. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
whatever they want. Like I can't. No, I mean I never tried it. Even when I was their age training, I still never did it. I always tried to keep myself disciplined on a strict diet. So
Okay.
now I never have like I haven't ate a cheesesteak in like 8 years.
Oh my
Been like
God.
8 or 10 years I haven't ate a cheesesteak. Like I had a chicken cheesesteak, but not
Yeah.
beef.
Oh wow.
I haven't eaten beef. I cut back on fried foods.
Okay.
So I really go by a strict diet. My diet consists of for 8 straight weeks is a military diet.
Oh okay.
I do 8 ounce cup of cereal, dry Cheerios in the morning. In the afternoon, I eat tuna fish and water. I eat the tuna fish straight out the bag or straight out the can.
Okay.
And and for dinner, I do spinach, grilled chicken, baked chicken, anything grilled or baked. I mean, and some spinach. That'd be my dinner.
Oh okay. Yeah. No, that's definitely a good diet to be on where you're just strict. You're not eating no junk. Like a lot of grilled stuff's good. I know like a lot of fighters like to eat the grilled chicken and all too.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what I got as well. Okay. So as I was telling the viewers before you logged on, so you have a full-time job and you also are a professional fighter. So tell everyone, is it tough for you to try to balance that out where like you might be tired during your workday, but you still want to go to the gym and work out? Like, how do you deal with balancing all that out?
Uh, well, I'm part of a union, and my union, my union and my job itself, like, but between my fights, they buy a lot of tickets, so they know I'm a professional fighter, and I mean, my job is not hard work and labor. Like, is work, but it's no stress on my body during the day at all.
Oh, okay.
The hardest part of the day is waking up early, being there at 7 o'clock.
Gotcha.
It
Okay.
be work. It be work throughout the day, but it's not. It's not late. It's not hard working labor.
Right. Okay. And then what's on the grind like as like a pro fighter? So like I know with like sponsorships and all. So like is it like tough for you to get like the sponsors to go like on like your trunks or like your robe? No, it's pretty easy.
Oh, the sponsors come to me
Sponsors come to you.
because
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
because the stuff what I do outside the gym. I mean,
Right.
they support everything what I do in my community, like the book bag giveaways, what I do,
Right. Yeah.
the Christmas around the holidays, and I mean, I give away toys to the kids and stuff. And I mean, they support stuff like that, and every time
Awesome.
like one of my sponsors have something, like if they do a giveaway or something like that, I'm always there to help. And I mean, and I'm not never there, and to be there, and I'll be like, oh yeah, you got to give me X amount of dollars so you can have your patch on my shorts. Like everything what I got with my sponsors is a verbal agreement. Like we
Cool.
shake hands on it, and they just be like, listen, whatever you want, I got you. But me being the type of person that I don't like asking people for stuff, I just
Yeah.
uh well, not use, but I just tag them along if I need them. If I don't need them, I don't ask them.
Right.
So after the times they just be like, Conquest, oh well, we could have did this, we could have done that, and I just be like, well, next time, we could do it. But like, I'm not one of them fighters that tell these companies that they got to give me an X amount of dollars for me to put their name on my trunks. I just want you to help with my give back.
Mm-hmm.
You help with my give back, that's enough.
Yeah, I don't know. That is great to hear because like I know like some fighters will probably have to go out there and try to knock on the doors of these businesses, but that's great that they actually appreciate what you're doing outside of the ring for the kids and the community and all, where they will want to, you know. Yeah,
But
that's a lot of love.
like with Gary Barbera. Gary Barbera is actually my friend. Like, we're
Yeah,
really cool. Like, we go out, everything. Like, we do so many things. And it's not just business. Like, he's really my friend. Like, he come to my fights. He invite me to his house.
that's awesome.
So like, we're really friends. And even with the Moreno brothers, we're really friends. Drew Rico, we really friends. And I be putting my wife company on my trunks, Koya's Creations. And even with my union, Local 332, they support, and I wear their patch shirts. So I have a lot of support.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's just great that everyone backs you up around you. And then also I saw that you had like a movie slash documentary made about you. So could you talk about how cool that was to have like a movie and documentary made about you, and just let everybody know like what was it about and all, and like everything that went into it.
Well, basically, right now the documentary is in film festivals. Uh, it was in the BET Film Festival in Atlanta. We was a runner up for a Grammy.
Oh, that's
Uh,
awesome.
not a Grammy, an Oscar. We was a
Okay,
runner up for an Oscar.
great.
We was a runner up for an Oscar, and we won 3 awards, 2 in Germany and 1 in London. So it's international too. The film is international too, and we won best film in like eight different states.
Oh
So
wow,
all
that's
together, we
awesome.
got like 15. We got like 14, 15 awards, and it only been out for an hour and a half. For a year and a half.
That's cool. Is there anywhere where the viewers, if they were interested in
Uh,
seeing that, is
they're
there a
work.
link?
They're working. Timothy Blackwood and Bradford Downs. That's the producer and the director. And Jesse Blackwood, they're working on a website right now. The website is up itself right now. It's the conquerorshortfilm.com. The actual it is up, but the link for the documentary is not up yet because it's still running through the film festival circuit. So it's
Okay.
not available to be looked at online.
Okay. Yeah. No. Whenever it's ready, please share that with me because, of course, I support everything that you do. You're an awesome human being, and I'm sure that other people would love to watch that once it's up and running. Definitely.
Yeah, because it's basically about my life. It's about my life, how I got back into boxing. The ups and downs. Through training and everything else. And me working a 9 to 5 and all that. Like, it's basically they just followed me from sun up to sundown. And some days they followed me all night, all the way into
Oh
the next
man,
morning, like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
man, that must be tiring too. But I mean, it is
I was
cool at the end of
like
the day.
that. I told them whatever y'all catch, y'all catch. I said I'm not reenacting nothing. If y'all
Right.
ain't it, see y'all tomorrow. Maybe y'all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I just told them I wanted everything to be real. I ain't want to reenact anything.
That is cool though. Definitely because like I never really talked to anybody that had like a documentary or movie made after them. So that's like cool to know where like everything's all like 100% real, where like it's not like, you know, oh, we need you to do this in the scene or something. So that's awesome that you kept it 100.
Yeah, they tried. They tried though.
Did they really? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I told them no, I'm cool. I can't do it. I mean, I have nothing against like Rocky and other boxing movies and all that, but you get to do how many takes you want just to
Right.
get the right thing. But like, no, I told him like you get what you see.
That's cool. So my last question, so about the community again. So I was to also to reiterate everything. So just tell us about what you do in the community. So I know like you have a great relationship with Maestro Classics and also Gary Barbera. So just tell everybody your relationship with them, and then what you do in the community, even though you touch a little bit of like the backpacks and all, but like you could say that again, and then also the other stuff and other projects that you're working on for the kids.
Yeah, first of all, I want to like with Maestro's Classic. The way how I met Anthony was crazy. And Anthony, the owner of Maestro's Classic, don't forget to go get it in Target. I had to put that out there.
Of course.
but he was there for another fighter. He was already sponsoring another fighter, and my whole demeanor and the way how I carry myself, it drawed on him. So my cousin works for Maestro Classic, but she never told him who I was.
Okay.
She wanted him to see on his own if he'll like me. And I think for like 6-7 months maybe, it went by. Neither one of us told him that I mean we was cousins. And when he found out that we was cousins, he was like, if I would have known that y'all was cousins, I would have like, no, but we didn't want you to do that. We wanted you to like me for me, not just because I already
cousin, yeah.
on the inside. And but Anthony's a great guy. He helps out so much with everything what I do. Ever since I met him, and I met Anthony like what 3-4 years ago, and ever since I could just pick up the phone, send a text, send an email, or anything, and he's on it. And I mean, I asked him to, like for this, and he'd just pop up for with numerous of other things and different ideas that I mean he came up with, and I mean he's just one of my top supporters. And I mean, besides Drew Rico, and I mean Gary Barbera, and I mean like everybody that got a patch on my shorts is a top supporter. Put it like that.
Right.
I just don't throw anybody patch on my shorts. Like you really have to be hands on with everything what I do. People do, they be hands on, go up to everything what I do. Keep ringing.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And everybody is just a good supporter though.
All right. Yep. So there's always a story for everybody. So for the guests I have, of course, it's people that I've met, and I feel like that they have a great connection with sport and also what they do outside of sport as well too. So I first met Rome last year. So at first, I followed him before his fight at Parks Casino against Frank Nitty Trader. And then he sent me a follow back, which was cool. And then so we always go back and forth and joke around that I want to be like you or he wants to be like me, but he's actually the real one because what he's doing out there in the community, it's absolutely wonderful. He's always giving back. He seems like he's never in a bad mood. Every time I'm at a boxing event, he's always there, whether he's in the ring or he's watching and supporting the fighters too. He's just one hell of a kind. So anytime anyone's able to support him, please do. And then Rome, of course, if you have anything you want me to share, like anything with events coming up in the community, or like, of course, if you have fights coming up, I'll buy a shirt or tickets and all. Of course, like I'm always going to support you, man.
Is one thing with Shenard Bunch said yesterday that caught my attention, and he said something about having a plan A, a plan B, or a plan C. And I just wanted to comment on that.
Go ahead.
As a fighter that planned out everything what I did. And I mean, I had a plan A, Now I mean, I had a plan C, B, and I had a plan C. Now I mean, boxing wasn't never my first thing. My first thing was always whatever I can do to, now I mean, to support my family, I was going to do it. And if boxing come around that I could support my family, I mean, I'd do it. But I never had boxing as a plan A. And I mean, like right now, we going through this. It's certain fighters out there that don't have the luxury of management that get
Right.
stipends. So them fighters that don't get stipends from their management or their promoter and all that, like right now, if they not fighting, they fucked up.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the truth.
So you have to have more than just one plan because one punch could change your whole career. Shenard is a great fighter. He's a great
Yes.
fighter, but when he made that comment, I just had to put it out there. Like sometimes with some people, probably not his situation, but with other fighter situations, they need that plan A, that plan B, and that plan C. Because what we're going through now is no boxing. It's no
Yeah.
boxing.
Oh yeah.
So how are they making money? They're not getting money from their management. They're not getting money from their promoter. So now, I mean, right now they're in a messed up predicament because of what's going on. They can't work because boxing
Yeah.
is a job. So
Yeah.
that's why I set boundaries for myself to have other ways of making money if I need to make money. Like growing up, my uncle taught me how to DJ. I have my own DJ equipment. So if I need to go DJ a party to get a quick dollar, I'm gonna go DJ a party.
Perfect. Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of fighters don't have that luxury of having promoters and managers that'll put them through life during a situation like this. And there's other fighters out there that are journeymen that need boxing to feed their family. So it's
Right.
always good to have another plan. It's always good to have another plan. Don't have to be your first plan. Don't have to be the second plan. Don't have to be the last plan. But I mean, you gotta have something in between boxing because something crazy could happen with just one punch.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, that's the truth. And like it didn't even hit home for me until Jesse Hart went live yesterday and he was even saying too that a lot of boxers are hurting right now with this virus. I mean, especially the ones that aren't fortunate to fight on like Top Ranks card or like PBC where like a lot of people are fighting on the club fights and on like people are missing their bag at the moment. So it's just
Yeah.
a horrible time right now.
Definitely a horrible time for a fighter that don't have another plan right
Yeah,
now.
oh, it is for
If you're a
sure.
fighter right now and you don't have that promoter or that management that's giving you money, what you doing?
Right.
What you just sitting there waiting month by month because they pushing stuff back. Like I'm fighting in May, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But
Yeah, it's not
right.
looking good.
I'm getting ready for it like it's happening until I hear otherwise. Now, I mean, that's why I'm still running. Now, I mean, we can't be in the gym. So now, I mean, I get to work in where I can get to work in. I mean, I'd rather just keep up on my miles, even though I'm always in shape anyway. But I mean, you got to find ways to stay in shape. It should be no fighter out there right now that shouldn't be doing something. You should be doing something right now. You shouldn't just be sitting back, getting fat, saying that know what I mean, waiting for boxing to start back up. Like, no, do something.
Right.
It's a lifestyle. Boxing is a lifestyle. I learned that after my second fight. Like, this is a lifestyle. I mean, you gotta live, eat, shit this boxing thing. If not, you must be one of them fighters that take a check and get knocked the fuck out on fight night for a couple of $1,000. They ain't even worth it.
Right. It's not even worth it. Damn.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you get $1,000. You get $1,000, $1,500 or something like that. You gotta break that down with your manager, your trainer.
Right.
By the time you finish doing all that, you broke. You got like $600.
I know. It's terrible. It really is terrible. Yeah. I'm just hoping that the club fighters aren't just sitting around at all because I got another young guy joining tomorrow. He's fought on the card with you too. Dion Butt. So I'm gonna ask him about
Yeah,
what he's doing and all too.
I met him. At my matter of fact, at the last Perch Casino
The
card,
last Parks one.
yeah, I met him. He was with Christian Cardo, and I met him.
Yeah, yeah. He has a nice support group because he has the same trainer as Tevin Farmer and Jason Sosa and Victor Padilla. But I'm kind of curious to see if I mean, like he is super young though. But like I'm kind of curious to see what he's doing, dealing with his time and all too.
Right.
I think he's like 19 or 20 though. But yeah, but I mean, just even going back to what you're saying too, I'm hoping a lot of people that fight on these club cards and all that they're also making bread and stuff and really taking care of their families and themselves at this point because it's just a horrible time at the moment, you know.
See where I'm at.
I know, but yeah, I know, but you're such a hard worker though, man. So like you'll always have a plan and stuff.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah. But all right, thank you so much for your time, man. Of course, we'll always be in touch, and just keep me posted on your next fight. I mean, I guess we'll hear from Joe Boxing to see if that fight's gonna happen. But I feel like it's gonna be 50-50 in May with everything happening. But
it's month by month, and I mean, like, the last conversation what I had with my manager about that card was they asked me what would I want to fight in the arena with no spectators.
oh no.
And I told him no, I wouldn't do that. I can't do that.
I can't imagine what that's like because like when I saw you in June fight Frank, like you have a great following that comes and supports you. Like I'm sure you went through like a few hundred tickets for everybody to come into Parks because like I seen everybody wear the blue I seen everybody wear the blue shirts and also like all right, yeah, let's go.
Don't tell nobody that.
I know, but keep that on the low.
Everybody think I don't get no support, man. Don't tell
I know, you keep that on the low. but all right, man, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it.
All right, no problem, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, Rome. Thanks.
All right.
All right, so that was Jerome Conquest. I really hope everybody enjoyed what he had to say. So not only is he a professional boxer, but he also has a full-time job as well too. He's also fantastic in the community. He does everything for his community, even with the children, with Gary Barbera and Maestro Classics. So I really hope everybody enjoyed his story, what it's like for the grind and all, to be a boxer and have a full-time job as well too. So I'm gonna be on air again tomorrow.